Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Thanks for coming back to my channel and watching my videos. To all of my subscribers who are probably on pins and needles waiting for my Christmas DIYs, they're coming. I assure you, I'm about to film one today. But what I do on my channel, just to kind of say this to my new subscribers, I share with you guys what I do for myself. I never make any crafts or share any tutorials with you just to share those things randomly. I actually make these things for myself, and so that's why I still have a couple of fall things to share with you, because I'm making a lot of things still in the process for fall. Just excuse the way I look today. My hair's still a little wet. So today I want to share with you a twist on an apple pie. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and I've been slowly kind of putting together my grocery list, my recipes that I know I want to make on Thanksgiving Day. I want to be as organized as possible, and I only have one oven, so I have to think about everything that I'm making and what time those things are going to go into the oven and when my oven is free for other things. So I've never made this before. The footage that you're going to see is me making this for the very first time. And the reason why I'm making it now is to taste test. I don't want to make something new on a day like Thanksgiving. That's just too overwhelming, too stressful. So I'm making this ahead of time to give it a go, see if I like it, see if the taste is great, and see if it's an interesting, unique alternative to an apple pie. And I have to tell you, I absolutely loved it. The only thing I didn't have on hand was just like some regular vanilla ice cream, but I absolutely loved these taquitos. I am definitely going to use these in place of apple pie. However, my favorite pie is cherry pie, so I will be just getting a regular cherry pie. I don't hand make my cherry pies at all. I just go to the freezer section of Walmart and buy like the Sara Lee or Mrs. Smith. Actually, it's Mrs. Smith's cherry pie that I always buy. But these apple taquitos were so easy to do. They tasted so amazing, and this recipe is great if you're doing a potluck, if you are doing some sort of like Thanksgiving Day at your work, or if you want to make this for your child's teachers or your neighbors. You get so many flour tortillas in a package, and the apple pie filling at Walmart does not cost that much at all. And you need some sugar and some cinnamon and some butter. It is so incredibly easy to do. I will say that it tastes a lot better fresh and hot. So if you need to serve this at a certain time, be sure that you're baking it accordingly, because you don't want it to be cold, because personally I did not like it cold at all. So this is a recipe that's going to be part of my Thanksgiving feast, and I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you've tried something like this before, and if you think you're going to try this out, comment below in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay, so the first thing I did was set my oven to 350 degrees. Next, I took a tablespoon of butter, a little bit more than a tablespoon, put it into a measuring glass cup, and I nuked it in the oven until it was melted. There were still a couple of pieces here that hadn't fully melted, so I'm just stirring it with a spoon. And now we're going to make the coating mixture. So I'm taking a half a cup of sugar, pouring that into the bowl. And next we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now I do like cinnamon, and when I have followed cinnamon recipes before, the actual measurement was never enough. So that's why you see me kind of pouring over into the bowl, into the measuring cup, and I'm okay with the cinnamon that was more than the measurement, if that makes any sense. And now I'm just going to take my basting brush and swirl it around, mix those two together completely. I just used the end of this because I didn't want to dirty up any more utensils. Next, I'm going to open up my can of apple pie filling. I bought this at Walmart. Not sure how much it cost. I know for sure it was less than $2. It was probably very close to the $1 range. And what we're going to do with this is pour it onto a cutting board because we need to cut it up. The apples are a little too thick for a taquito. So we're going to pour it onto a cutting board, chop it up with a knife. Of course, be very careful. I'm pretty much chopping into small cubes. Now I'm going to take a flour tortilla, and this is where I'm going to scoop up this pie filling that we're chopping up here. I will say that this ended up being more of a taco than a taquito just because I overdid it with the pie filling. So if you do want to make a taquito, you're going to have to put less pie filling into each tortilla. Although as a taco, it was extremely delicious. So I'm just putting some apple pie filling here in the center of the tortilla. And let me tell you, this apple pie filling smelled so wonderful. I've never in my life opened up a can of apple pie filling ever. I've always gone to the store, bought a frozen pie, baked it in the oven, and that was it. I've never smelt apple pie filling from a can, and it was so delicious. I did not think I was going to like it, and I loved it. And now what I'm taking is the melted butter, and we are going to coat the tortilla this way because we need the butter in order to have the cinnamon and sugar stick to the tortilla. So now that we have that completely coated in butter, it's going to roll around nicely in the cinnamon and sugar. And as you can see, the cinnamon and sugar sticks to the tortilla. And the butter also gives it taste. It gives it that golden look, that golden crust when you bake it in the oven. So I'm just doing another tortilla. I ended up doing 3 total. Just going to chop up some more and repeat the process. There are just some recipes in life that you try and you have it and it tastes great, but you never make it again. This is one of those recipes that I will probably always make, put in my recipe book, and it will be a go-to. It's not just great for Thanksgiving. You can do it again for Christmas. You can do it again anytime that you like. So now I'm putting it in the oven. I didn't have like a set time to give you. I just put it in there and I kept eyeballing it until it became golden brown. And once it was golden brown, I pulled it out of the oven and tasted it, and it was wonderful. If I had some vanilla ice cream, it would have been even better, but I did take some honey and drizzled it over the top, and it was so delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next video.